Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Tashi, and on this page I like to do all things crochet, tutorials, vlogs, really everything that just involves my tiny little life, which involves a lot of crochet. So if you're interested in all that, go ahead and subscribe and stay around for this journey that I'm on. But for now, let's just jump right into the video. So I have my notes here because I wrote everything down. After I finished a plushie, I wrote down how I felt about it. I gave it like a 0 out of 10, like a little rating, and then I moved on to the next one and did everything for all of the other plushies. Also, I just want to note that all of the patterns that I will be talking about will be in order in the description box below. Also, I'll be putting their @ in the corner when I talk about them. The first item I have here is a leggy froggy. I made 4 of these in total. They were super easy to make. I probably give these a 9 out of 10 just because they worked up pretty fast. It was no sew. And I made about, 4 of these on my 4-hour road trip, so it took about an hour each. But yeah, super cute to make, super simple. Next plushie I did is this cute little fishy. This fish, I'm sorry to say, I will never be making this free pattern again, just because it was a lot of sewing. If this was a no sew, I would 100% do it again, but it's just because you had to sew on the tail, the top fin, the 2 side fins, the bottom fin. It was just a lot of sewing, and I feel like for what I have to sell this for, it's not worth the time that I put into making this little guy. So unfortunately I won't be doing these again, and I rated these a 6 out of 10. So I probably won't be doing any more of these, but super cute. The next one I have here is a emotional support pickle. I was seeing these everywhere and I really wanted to make one, and I just wanted to make one. And I'm happy I just made one because I used this Burnett baby blanket yarn and it was so hard to work the stitches up. I'm not sure if it's the material of the yarn. I'm not sure if it was because I have really tight tension or just the type of yarn. It just hurt my wrist really bad making this, and I probably won't be making any more. But yeah, he's super cute and I wish I was gonna make more, but I think I'm just gonna stay with just the one. 7.5 out of 10. So do with that what you will. Okay, this may be controversial, but I did not like crocheting this duck. I love it. He's super cute. I just did not like crocheting him. And I'm gonna tell you why I did not like crocheting him. So I'm a beginner, and I know I didn't really tackle on beginner-friendly free crochet patterns, and I wanted to challenge myself, but this was a challenge for me. Crocheting like in the back loops only and attaching to the duck part was super complex for me, and I ended up rating this duck a 5 out of 10. I think it was like a 4.5 or 5 out of 10, but it was simply only because of the hat part. Like that, the strawberry hat part really threw me like for a whim there. But overall cuteness, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Like, I love the way this little duck looks. It just worked up for me super hard, and it caused me a lot of stress this night. Like, I remember saying, how am I gonna do this? I wanna do it so bad. But yeah, super cute. The next one I have is this super cute lemon whale. Guys, when I tell you this is like the cutest thing the cutest ball I've ever made, I'm not playing. Like, this is so stinking cute. I am making, I think, 2 more of these. I'm making an orange one and a blueberry one for my market, and this is, I just wanted to make the lemon first because I love the yellow. It's so bright, it looks so fresh, and he's so cute. He has his little tail, his fins, and his little leaf sprouts, and his little smirk. But yeah, I ended up rating this, I think it was a 10 out of 10. Or yeah, I think it was a 10 out of 10 because it was so easy to work up. It's just rounds and rounds and rounds, and then these little parts that you sew weren't too bad. It was just like sew on. It was super simple. Okay, so the next 2 I have here is this baby axolotl and this baby octo. These were so cute to make. Like this one took me, I think, about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. Like this was super easy and quick to make. This is my favorite pattern for just something quick. I don't know if I want to make these into keychains or just keep them as like $5 items. I'm not sure. And are they worth $5 or are they worth $4? I don't know. Someone let me know, because again, I've never worked the market and I don't know what these are supposed to be sold as. But this little axolotl, this one's obviously a 10 out of 10, like super simple. And this one is probably like a 9, 9.5 out of 10, just because I had to sew on these little, I'm not sure what these are called. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, so I had to sew these on. And these were just worked, little puff stitches were just worked into the pattern. So this is a 9.5 and this is a 10. And they love each other and they're best friends forever. The next plushie I have, my wife is obsessed with this plushie. It is the cow plushie. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I rated this free pattern a 7.5, almost an 8 out of 10. I didn't give it a 10 out of 10. I didn't give it a 9 out of 10. For cuteness, 100 out of 10. I love this cow. I just struggled. I don't know if you can tell, but the nose is super low to the neck, and I don't know how I ended up like that, but yeah, his nose is super close to his neck. It was just a lot of sewing. The ears, the horns, the tail, the mouth. It was just a lot of sewing. The arms, it was just a lot. The colors are beautiful. I love the colors that I picked out for this guy. Just a lot of sewing, and I did rate him a 7.5 out of 10. So that's that. Next, I have this little Perry the platypus. Look how cute he is, guys. He is super cute. Super freaking cute. Unfortunately, I did rate this guy a 4 out of 10. I just struggled a bit with this. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I did struggle with this. I couldn't get the hat on correctly. The beak was too long. The tail is too thick. Overall, he is very cute. I don't think this would be easy to just whip up for a market. I think this would have to take a lot of time and effort for a market, and again, not worth what I'm selling him for, but it is what it is. Next, I have a little shameless plug. I came out with my free pattern for my 10K, hitting 10K on Instagram, and it is this Tallulah the Tortoise pattern, and she's super cute. I made 4 of her, and I'm bringing 4 to my market. I wouldn't give myself a 10 out of 10 just because there is a lot of sewing in this pattern, and I'm just bringing 4 just because I had to make the pattern, make another one, I had to make multiple for releasing the pattern, and that's why I have so many. But I would probably give my own pattern probably like an 8 out of 10 just because it is my pattern and I'm biased. But yeah, super cute. I love her. Okay, next, my son is obsessed with this caterpillar. Look how stinking cute he is, guys. Look at his little ears. He's adorable. Like, I literally am obsessed. I ended up rating this pattern, I think, a 9.5 out of 10. I think it was a 10 out of 10. Let me check. I rated this a 10 out of 10 just because I didn't have to cut off and sew anything. I just worked all the colors right into the pattern here, and his legs are bobble stitches, and these ears were worked into the pattern, so it was a no sew pattern. So I will definitely be making more of these for my next pattern if he sells. So yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm just like so embarrassed to show you guys. I don't know where it went wrong. Let me just show you. Guys, he is supposed to be a Pear Bear, and I think he's super cute. It's just I will never be making one of these again because the pattern, it just seemed like the pattern was too complex, or like it wasn't written maybe from, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I ended up rating this one a 3 out of 10 just because I didn't really like it, but I do think he's cute. I think he has potential. I just don't think I'd make another one just because I can't really, I don't know. Next one is my freaking favorite. This is my favorite whip that I made. Nope, I'm lying. The other one is my favorite, but I'm gonna keep him for last because he is my all-time favorite. This is my second favorite free pattern that I did. I will say these popcorn stitches up at the top almost broke my hook because I have very tight tension, but I will break my hook again to make another one. It is this broccoli. Guys, I can't like express enough how cute he is and how I just want to like squeeze him because he's so cute. I ended up rating him a 10 out of 10. Like, I'm not even playing, a 10 out of 10 because he's so cute. I think his eyes are a little too far up in the pattern and it should probably have been brought down a little bit, but that's an easy fix. There's nothing that I can really like say that was wrong about this pattern. The arms and legs were worked into the pattern. Everything was worked into the pattern. I didn't have to sew anything on, which is great. And I really think he might sell at the market because he's a broccoli and he's a broccoli. 10 out of 10. I have here are a regular bee and a rainbow pride bee. So if you know, I am a lesbian and I support the LGBTQ plus community, and I had to make a rainbow bee because the plain the plain bees are cute, but I had to make a rainbow one. And I don't know, my wife really likes the rainbow one, but I do really like this one also. I like them both. I think they're both perfect, and the pattern was extremely easy to follow. I ended up rating these a 9 out of 10 just because I had to sew on these wings here, and the color changes and stuff, and sometimes it confuses me, but a 9 out of 10, perfect. The next one I have here I made for one of my close friends at work because she loves these cats, and I made her an angry little plump cat with a long tail just because she loves cats, and I was waiting to film this video to give it to her after, so now I can give it to her, and I'm super excited to see her reaction. But yeah, this is the little kitty with his long little tail and his angry little face, his orange and black ears, super cute. I ended up rating this pattern a 7.5 out of 10 just because I had to reattach for the ears and the tail, but the arms and legs were worked into the pattern, so that's good. The next one I have here, don't laugh at me, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was up at midnight like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, yeah, I'm gonna crochet that. My plan was to make this part of my keychains category, but he came out a little bit bigger than a keychain, so I don't know what to do with him. I might just keep him around as an emotional support sandwich. But yeah, he's a little sandwich and he has no mouth. He kind of just watches and he's just here when I need him. So yeah, my little emotional support sandwich. I ended up rating this pattern a 9.5 out of 10 just because it was super simple to make and it was just rounds. Obviously there's no arms and legs or anything that I had to sew on. So yeah, I ended up rating him a 9.5 out of 10. Next plushies I have here are part of my keychains category. So I have here a fried egg that I'm also making 2 more of, or 1 more of, one more for a total of 2. So it's a fried egg plushie that's gonna be a keychain, and it just has the eyes in the front, and I'm gonna add a little smirk to him, and it just looks like that on the back. Keychain. I ended up rating this pattern a 10 out of 10 just because, again, it's just worked in rounds. All of these keychains I did end up rating a 10 out of 10, so I just want to put that out there. Just because they were super simple, no sew, worked in rounds, everything was pretty easy. So yeah, a fried egg. I have a mini bee. Whales. So these whales were super simple to make, and I made them in about 10 minutes, I think, because they're so tiny, and you can just add on these tails and the arms, the little fins, and they were super easy. So again, I did rate these a 10 out of 10, and I highly recommend making these for your market just because they are super simple and quick to make, and you can make them in whatever colors you like. and you can make them smaller, bigger. I am making these into keychains again, so I did make them on the smaller side, but yeah, these are my favorite keychains. Lastly, I have this monster free pattern. Guys, this is the cutest thing I've ever made. My son loves it, my wife loves it, I love it, and I hope everyone else out there at the market loves him because he is so cute. And he reminds me of that monster off of Yo Gabba Gabba. If you know, you know. I'll insert a photo here. But he reminds me of that monster. Now, technically, I would rate him probably like a 7.5 out of 10 for the technical things like sewing on stuff. But emotionally, I'm rating him 100 out of 10. Like I don't even want to sell him because I just want to keep him on my desk, on my shelf. Like I just want to keep him for emotional support also. I struggled a little bit making this plushie just because I couldn't figure out how to sew on the eye after already doing the body part. I didn't understand how to sew underneath. I don't know, I'm still a beginner, guys. Please don't come for me. But yes, super cute. I ended up rating him a 7.5 out of 10, but emotionally 100 out of 10 because I love him so much. And I want to make him in another color, but maybe for my next market after my first, just because he did take a little bit of time and I want to pick the right colors out. And I think these colors worked up beautifully. Okay, so editing Tashi here. I forgot to show you guys this one. It is a froggy, strawberry froggy on a lily pad. Beautiful. This was a very hard project. I'm not selling this one because it took a lot of time and effort to make this one, this little thing. He's on my shelf because he's not going to be sold because one, I love him, and two, he was very hard to make and this was the most difficult process ever. Look at the back of his head. His eyes are sticking out and I don't know why. Yeah, so this is the last one. Yeah, so that is all of the free Instagram patterns that I made for my market. I hope you guys found this video fun. Go ahead and leave a like, a comment. It really helps my channel reach a wider audience. My subscribers that keep coming back, I love you all and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye guys.